Hey guys, welcome to the Get Creative podcast. I've got Caleb Christopher, a good friend of mine, been in the community for years. This guy's been a great leader, helped hundreds of people get deals done all the way from start to the finish line. He found his niche in our SubTo community a couple of years back by saying, man, we need more people that are engineering transactions at a high level. And we need more people that are coming in and saying, hey, that's not a good deal. That is a good deal. Here's what you could do if you wanted to turn that into a good deal. Don't throw that away. That's not dead. Here's what you should do. Restructure it. And Caleb has really brought a lot of high level education and a high level amount of brotherhood into our community. And he's been amazing, a good friend of mine, and so grateful to have him on the show today. Caleb, how you doing, brother?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Caleb, 2024, what are you currently focusing? I know we want to talk about a deal that you've done, but I want to ask you because out of everybody I've interviewed, right, they're going out finding deals, they're deal doers. Then there's other people that are doing gator deals. Then there's other people that are raising money. You have a little bit different of a business model. So what are you focusing on in 2024?
I want to get in front of audiences and train on creative finance. I want to do Q&As, I want to speak to your RIAs, I want to talk to realtors, brokerages. I want to help normalize creative finance and to help people understand how to do it the right way.
Love that. So if you're a real estate agent out there going, okay, he says he wants to teach real estate agents. Does that mean Caleb's going to give me a one-on-one? I would say no. Here's what I would do if I were you as an agent is I would reach out to Caleb and go, Caleb, if I got 50 agents together or 100 agents together in my local market, would you drive out, fly out, and come and speak and do a training with us one day?
100%.
Last year, the SubTo community did $5 billion in transactions, creative finance transactions, just in one Discord server. That's not including our Facebook group or other places that we connect as a community. You want to join this community? I promise you this interview that you're listening right now has changed one person's life, but it can change your life too. Come in, join the community, go to joinpacescommunity.com. I want to see you in there, and I want to see you in that Discord server exchanging deals with me. So Caleb wants to get on more stages, guys, more podcasts. He wants to get in front of more agents. If you guys have opportunities for him, or if you want to put a room of people together to have Caleb, to attract Caleb to come out, probably a good idea. Caleb, how can they get a hold of you if that is something they want to do?
I actually bought calebchristopher.io and you can book me straight from that website. So there you go.
Sweet. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
calebchristopher.io. So Caleb, we've got a deal I think we're going to talk about a little bit today, but
Hmm?
for people that are listening to this podcast, remember they are driving to work, driving home from work. They're sitting there thinking, I don't know that this is possible for me. I don't think I can buy a portfolio. I don't think I can build a portfolio. I think I got to save up a bunch of money. Now, I know deals that you've done. I know great deals that you've done. But what's a deal that you want to share with the audience today that can kind of inspire them to know, like, hey, this is possible for me too?
A seller's paying me $200 a month to take over their mortgage and zero cash to seller at close of escrow.
That's not possible, Caleb.
That's exactly true. It's not possible
Okay.
until somebody needs it to happen. There's a story behind every deal.
Tell me the story of this deal. What the heck was going on with the seller that the seller is willing to pay you $200 a month and he paid the closing costs for you to take over this house?
Obviously, they need to sell but couldn't, right? That's always the beginning of all these stories where they're going to take zero. And so this is a referral from a friend of a friend of a friend. And it's been around that I'll buy, zero down deals, zero out of pocket, and it's in pretty good shape. And so this guy takes it to me and he's like, it doesn't cash flow. Do you want it? Can you help these people? And 5 years from now, Caleb is going to kick today Caleb in the head if he doesn't take over this 3.25% interest rate with zero cash to close. Other than closing costs on my side. So I looked at it and I talked to the people. I ran the math and I said, you guys, you have this option, this, short sale. You can let it go to foreclosure. You can become landlords. And I went through a whole list and I'm like, you have plenty of decent options. Selling to me is going to be zero cash to you. And by the math, I'll show you my spreadsheet. You're going to have to pay me $200 a month so I can break even on this deal. It will be a good deal 5 years from now, but today it's not. It's just not. And I said, you need to go look at your options. And 2 days later, they came back to me and said, it's important to us that our credit stay intact. The wife is working as a financial advisor. She's like, I cannot have a short sale. I cannot have a foreclosure. And I demonstrated credibility, right? I've got the YouTube channel and I've got, my credit score hovers around 800. I'll show them the latest report. I'm like, I can carry this costs if I don't have a tenant in there. My plan, I'm going to put a tenant in there. Maybe I'll sell it, maybe not. But I can cover this. I can carry it even if it doesn't perform. I can make my commitment to you that your credit will stay intact and this will be in good shape. 2 days
Did they
later, they
try and
came back.
list this property at one point?
Did they did, yeah, a while back. I haven't yet. I just picked it up.
Okay, cool. So they tried to list the property. The agent couldn't solve the problem. Obviously, you know more than the agent does, which is great.
Yeah.
You give them, you go, hey, let me show you my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet says I'm actually going to lose a little bit of money on this deal. And so it's not really a great deal for me, but I can solve these problems for you. That's a really great bunny or a really great situation there is that the wife is like, I'm a financial advisor. You imagine me having a freaking short sale or a foreclosure on my record? Dude,
Yeah.
that's like having a 400-pound, weight
Health trainer.
trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does not make
Exactly.
it does not equate at all. So, they come back to you 2 days later, um, and they go, "All right, well, we're so motivated to keep our credit intact, not l keep the property, not have a tenant." My question now is like, why didn't they just put a tenant in the property?
Not their styles. They live an hour and a half away from the property now. It just a lot of people can't be landlords. And I asked them, I want them to tell me no. And you've heard my spiel on cash realtor and keeping it. Like I want the seller to turn those things down before I go creative. The seller has to tell me why the cash doesn't work. Well, obviously it's not worth what a cash person would pay. The realtor, they already tried and it didn't work. And keeping it doesn't work for them because it's too far away. They're scared of property management and lots of other things. And I
You know, I
presented a
heard this
safe option to
statistic,
them.
I heard this statistic about 2 months ago that out of, let's say, 100,000 rental properties are purchased in 2024, 50,000 of them will find their way back on the market in 2025,
Wow.
which is so interesting. And what does that highlight? That highlights exactly what Caleb found out on this deal, and he's known this on other deals, right? Caleb's been doing this for years. So it's that landlords don't like being landlords, especially when they only have one or two houses and it's not
Yep.
their main business model, right? If they're not meant to go, I'm going to build a team and systems and processes to deal with tenants, it's a full-fledged business model to go down that road. So what happens is people go buy rental properties. They realize this is not for me. I do not want to deal with these tenants. And then they put the house right back on the market the following year. 50% of rental properties purchased by small mom and pop investors will go back on the market the following year because people realize that being a landlord is way harder than they think. So that's what was going on here. These people are, we don't want to be a landlord. I'm a financial advisor, husband's doing whatever. That's our core business model. This house is causing a headache for us. The market, it was already, the agent found out this house is not worth what we thought this house was worth.
Right.
So what do you think you're going to do with the deal?
I'm going to lease it with an option to purchase
Hmm.
or sell it on a wrap. Although I don't lean on selling it on a wrap if I don't have to because I I want to sit on this 30-year mortgage. It's got 28 and a half, 29 years left at 3.25% interest. I want to sit on that.
So Caleb, tell people, why would we choose a lease option over just a regular lease?
Lease option is a good option for me as the seller because I'm not very much cash into the deal. I didn't tell you yet, but there was a $6,000 insurance claim check that I got to pick up. I drove to the property. I know how to do flooring. I made a road trip and a documentary, got a little documentary of it. I replaced everything for 2 grand. So I mean, carrying costs and everything included, I just ran the math, including paying referral fees and labor. I'm $3,950 into this deal, 2 months of carrying costs. That's after getting a $6,000 refund check and driving out there
Wow.
and buying a steak on the last day where they were there and all the things.
Wow, bro.
So a lease option is a good option for me because I don't have a lot of cash in the deal. And if somebody gives me 5 grand as an option fee, non-refundable, then I'm cash positive at least $1,000 already, and then the sellers are paying me $200 a month for the next year and $100 a month as a little step down the year after that. So I'll break even. I can raise rents and make up the difference. And so I'll make $1,000. I'll be taking depreciation, right? I did the math. I'm looking at $7,300 in depreciation year over year. So it cost me 4,000 to buy a write off of 7,300.
So good.
Yeah,
Plus you've got
deal
these
all day
tenants
kind of.
paying down the mortgage.
Hmm.
Plus in, I don't know, your market doesn't, the rents don't appreciate as quickly as they do in like Arizona or other places, but you still will have a raise of your income, probably what,
Yep.
year 3, year 4, year 5, you'll raise your rents.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, with a lease
if you do a
option,
lease option, you're not going to
I
raise your
can get a
rents.
little bit higher rent too because they're committed to the property.
Hmm.
It's right down the street from a school. Literally, you can see the school from there.
Bro,
So
what city is this in?
Pueblo, Colorado.
Pueblo.
Yep.
How far away are you from Pueblo, Colorado?
9 hours.
Now you're in Oklahoma,
No, I'm in Kansas City.
Kansas City. Why did I think Oklahoma?
I've been working with some Oklahoma people lately.
Oh, it's because so people say OKC versus KC, right?
Uh-huh.
Oklahoma City. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the thing that got me confused. So, Caleb, I know people want to be able to book you, right? People want to be able to say,
Oh yeah.
"Hey, Caleb, come help, come speak, come on to our RIA." By the way, I got like 15 RIAs that I just are all in your area that I'm like, I can't get to you guys. I don't own real estate there. I'll introduce you to those RIAs right out of the gate. But
Right on.
if I want to book you, I want to bring private money to you, I want to be able to work for you, I want to bring a deal to you, I want you to help me with a deal. What is the best way to get in touch with you? Is it just calebchristopher.io?
There's two websites. There's calebchristopher.io if you're looking for me specifically. If you want to work with or for me, it's creativetc.io. Two
Amazing.
websites, and you can find anything you need from there. You can email support. You can click to book a 15-minute chat for free, whatever. Easy to
Okay,
get a hold of
sweet.
us.
And think about, I know you're going to go speak. I know you're going to do all that. It's going to be amazing. Your YouTube channel, also Caleb Christopher.
Yeah, you can find. Yeah, I think I'm the only major Caleb Christopher on YouTube.
Okay, cool. So I can go to your YouTube. I can watch stuff about creative deals that you've done. Um, what type of business do you want to do besides speaking and getting your name out there this year? Are you wanting to do more transaction coordination? Do you want to build your more files? Are you trying to build your portfolio? What does 2024 or 2025 look like for you?
Yeah, it looks like for me, we're focusing on sales of recurring like package deals, like a 3-month package of we run all your transactions, 90-day commitment. We can manually renew. Like I'm not going to lock somebody into something that we both don't like. So
Mm.
we have regular checkpoints and things like that, and life changes and deals change. So it's those type of deals where we take reduced deposits if we have a guaranteed volume from you. That's the special sale at Creative TC.
Okay,
Normally we
dope.
take like a 50 to 75% deposit, but we're taking way less on the deposit that's not refundable for the people who are with us for the long term. So
Okay, great.
that's
I
the
love
business
that.
model I'm trying to build.
So people that are out there cranking out a bunch of deals or even just a couple of deals a month are like, I need a TC. I need a full-time TC. You've got a team of people that can help out and you're basically bringing packages to people to go, "Hey, let's do a 90-day, deal where we're basically JVing on the well, you're not JVing, you're just
Yeah.
bringing all your TC
Yeah.
work to the table."
Yeah, and we specialize in the consulting. So it's I got somebody that just joined doing a lot of foreclosures, and my sales guy told me that he was going to the hospital asking this lady, "Please hurry and sign this." And we're like, hold on, let me tell you about all the risks you just incurred by rushing to a hospital, somebody potentially on their deathbed, asking them to hurry and sign something. Let me train you. So people that work with us are people who tend to want, need, or enjoy a lot of training or escalations internally, like how do I do this? I was going to do it this way, and now I need to re-engineer the deal, and that's my specialty.
I love it. Guys, Caleb Christopher, love this guy. He's amazing value add to this entire real estate industry. Big value add to our community. CalebChristopher.io is a great place to book him. Caleb, thanks for coming on the show today, brother.
Thanks. Love it.
Go to church.
I will.